This is Redwood, made by IJO Audio Devices. It is a Max for Live tool, and I mentioned it in the previous video, but I really like his stuff. I really do. He comes up with some pretty creative tools that you can add to your collection. This one is really unique, and I will say that he did reach out to me and give me this for free. So I am speaking from that standpoint, though I already had plans to buy it. That was my intention initially, but he offered it for free, so I took it, and I'm trying it out and wanted to show you guys what it's like. He's asking a fair price of $9. I think that's really fair for people that are developing and keeping it affordable. And then he speaks in here and gives you a little bit of details that it adjusts the loop's pitch and the length and musical ratios. So it was inspired by Radiohead performances in the early 2000s, which was some dope stuff, by the way, if you haven't heard it. And so it allows you to manipulate audio in real time and stretch it and repitch it and use different facets of that. So if you want to try this, I would highly suggest getting it. You can use controllers to map some of these parameters, and let's try it out. Why not? All right, so here's a sample. I'm going to turn it off first. Just play this sample. Let's pull it back here. So this is what it sounds like. Okay, so this is just a sample. Now I took that sample and just played in for 8 beats, which at this tempo is still what, 2 bars? At any tempo, it's still going to be 2 bars. So I passed it through, press record, and it plays when you press play up here. So let's turn it back on. I'm going to leave off this little effect, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then we will loop out just this section here. And L. There we go. So we just put the loop here so that way it doesn't play this. All right, here we go. So what I did was I found spots you can move around. Of course, you could do this in real time. But I like to scrub this XY. Find parts. And then I might find this. And you can mangle and get crazy with it. If you go slow, you can transition into something a little bit better if you're using this to like create a track or maybe a loop. And then even better than that, I had to turn the gain down because it gets pretty loud. So I like it kind of subtle. And then I'm using it to find little pockets of stuff that I like. This would be really cool on iOS too, because I don't know too many things like it. And so I like to find a spot, stay there for a little bit, and then add something like this. This is a space gen, which has delay and pitch and reverb in it. And this is something I would say to Ian to add to this device, a random button. Because yeah, it's fun to move it, but it would be cool. Here, I'm gonna stop it so I can talk a little bit. It would be cool to have a random button and then have presets down below or somewhere here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if the gain was a little bit, or just put them over here. And you probably could add this yourself, a random button that controls different things. But if he put it in there, I think it would be kind of nice to where you could have presets, spots that you're saving. And then you could trigger those spots and it would transition to those spots. I don't know how to do that, but I'm just saying that would be kind of cool. Anyway, back to the music. So a little extra pitch reverb stuff on a micro loop kind of makes it bigger than what it is. Effects. Oh wow. So there's a lot of reverb and delay going on both of these. With this erosion, this drive, this modulation here. It brings out different nuances and things in this. You know what I just thought of? You could use this to create some nice little transition parts. So it could just be like where it swoops down and goes, up, like watch here. And if you record that, then you can use that to do some interesting transitions between your loops. So another thing I would definitely want to add is something like that where it allows you to record the transitions. Because then if you're smooth about it, you could have, of course, doing it live and manually would be one way. But for a person who's in the studio trying to do this, you're going to be slowly dragging your mouse across or your positions. So it would be kind of cool. Let me see. I'm trying to see if this. Oh, I think I'm changing the wrong thing. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, so that would be something I would do. He could easily add a random button that randomly changes this. I think he could. Seems like it would be pretty straightforward. I didn't mean to change the beats here. I lost my piece now because I started messing with these knobs on this controller. But we can resample it again. Here, I'll show you. So I'm going to hit play up here. And then just hit record. So it stops after the number. Sorry, hold on one second. You gotta stop it up here. Otherwise playing that plus Okay, so another thing I would like to see, I think I want more bars than this. Almost like if this was a granulator. I know it's not the point of it, but if you could have at least 4 bars. Right now, 8 beats is 2 bars, so it'd be nice to have at least 4, get a little bit bigger chunk of audio. Plus, add maybe could add a granulator or something onto it, or maybe that'd be a separate device. But either way, this is pretty good. I like it. I dig it. So you guys check out Redwood when you get a chance. It's definitely a tool that you can use to get creative when mangling audio for sure. That's what I think its strength lies, and it's super affordable too, so it's not that expensive. All right, so enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk again.